You would not believe what I read just the other day. Father turns in 10-year-old son after he allegedly threatened to shoot up Florida school. No offense to the people that love the Second Amendment. I agree with the Second Amendment. But for those people who only want to offer thoughts and prayers and their kids and some kids go to schools and do what they do, you should charge the parent. So now parents are going out and saying, hey, I'm not going to jail for you, Timmy. I'm going to turn your little ass in. The threat was made in Wakulla County, about 25 miles south of Tallahassee. While a student reported the threat, the boy's father turned him in on Thursday, according to the Wakulla County Sheriff's Office. It also goes on to say that there have been about 20 shootings in the United States since January, and the latest one was in September when the guy in Georgia went and did what he did at the school, and they charged the parents. I think they charged the mother and the father. So the guy in Florida was like, hey, that ain't happening to me. There's little lad is right there. Go get him. And I agree with the dad because I'm going to tell you like this. I ain't going to jail for nobody but myself. And I ain't going to jail for me. And it's sad that in 2024, we have to rely on the state and on the federal government to raise our children. There was a sheriff that I did a report on just a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not sure if he was from Georgia or Florida. I want to say Georgia, but he went out and said, if your child is out there making bomb threats and other kind of threats to the schools to where they have to evacuate schools for days just to try to investigate this, they're going to ping cell towers. They're going to trace phone records, and they're going to get your son. And he said, I'm going to make your son do a perp walk. And if it was up to me, I would make you do the perp walk as well. And I'm going to put your son's photo out there and let them know what your son did. And I agree with him. And I hate that I have to agree with him, but it is what it is, because now he's telling you, I as the sheriff, I as the state enforcer, I as the county enforcer, I now have to watch out for your children. I now have to raise your children and tell them what's right and wrong when they get into society. And they shouldn't be doing that. Now, I know they say it takes a village to raise a child, but god damn, it don't take the sheriff. And going back to Florida, I agree 100% with the dad. Get this investigation wrapped up. Yes, look, I don't want my son to go to jail. So community service, a slap on the wrist, whatever. I mean, the kid's 10 years old, so he got to learn, but make him learn, make him grow from it. And dad did the right thing. And dad need to sit down with his son and let him know what's right and what's wrong when it comes to expressing your anger. Get with the counselor, talk to the school administrators, do anything, but don't go out and threaten people like that, especially in the climate that we're in today. I'm always talking to people at school and at work and at play and at home about society and politics and Republican, Democrat, Independent, and all the different issues. And it always comes back to the family. It always comes back to mom and dad instructing their children to do and be the best that they can be and not the worst that they can be. It all comes back to the family. What do you think?